today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun. Love. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the
pressure too much. Down he goes.
For a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
His first carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive? That had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
To number
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Love from the gun. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back.
And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll drop it underneath to White, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Hardman on a return.
For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a... First down. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Saints, nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Hines, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
They run with Hines. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Hines, the ball.
He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Naeem Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
7-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a... And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here's Hardman to return.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
They go play action with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. Now this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Tampa Bay.
Play action. It's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
time enough for a play and then a timeout? You wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman as time expires in the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A 3-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the Buccaneer.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down, Love, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Love now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 3rd and long for Love. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
The tackle.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from a yard out. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a 2nd down throw from Love here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yards to go.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
They'll run for it with Hines. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for his running back. Incomplete.
The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Room to run past midfield. He throws and he hits the slant right to Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun. Love. Caught on the right side. Reed. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Love. Down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A second down throw for Love. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Here's Hines.
Frustrating.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
By Devin White.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.